Shericka Jackson didn't look good right at first. I mean, anytime you see an athlete fail to complete a race, it's tough. And also a special athlete like this, the two-time reigning 200-meter world champion, a woman that has gone very close to breaking the world record. Clearly, better conditions. She may have gotten much closer. Who knows? Would have broken the world record. Kind of working into some shape there at the Jamaica National Championships, taking both 100 and 200 meter titles. And for someone who didn't really run a typical indoor season, you figured coming 9 or 10 days so after the national championships, you would be taking on a couple races just to get in prime shape, touch European soil again and get in prime shape for the Olympics. And the race looked like okay so far, not a blistering curve by her when you looked at that, but she looked comfortable. She was leading the race, and then suddenly she stopped, and the kind of distress on her face made you wonder. She eventually walked across the finish line, which is always a good sign when athletes can do that, and as opposed to being carried off. And from the camera footage, it just didn't appear as if she needed any kind of immediate treatment, which when I saw that was really reassuring. But obviously you don't know the nature of any injury or any time an athlete pulls up unless they go and figure it out. There's some reports suggesting that our physiotherapist is saying that it's just a cramp. Kind of looked that way. I mean, but it's hard, from the naked eye, you don't know. I guess from the naked eye, that's one thing I could say, and I think most people would say, you could rule out a grade 3 hamstring injury, because that's usually when you have close to or very, very much so a complete muscle tear. And whenever those things happen, you can go on YouTube and look. You'll see people rolling around and crying, and the pain is quite severe. So that for sure you don't know. Grade 1 or 2 is something sometimes hard to really assess from the naked eye. And if you're ever going to have anything beyond a cramp, then you really want something that is grade 1, which is usually much preferable. Kind of a mild strain there most of the times, and that could tend to heal within a couple of days or a few weeks. And now they're saying it's more of a cramp, and so that really is a bit of a relief, but still you never know. You have to work that through. I don't know how they diagnosed it, if they did a scan as well, because sometimes you may have these injuries but a scan shows up partial tears or some other kind of strains there, but I suspect they may have done that. But we'll see.